Hello friends, welcome to another soft and strong session. In this session we're gonna focus on a little bit to the core and to the thighs, I'll say. The connection with the core and the legs is a nice one, tough one. It's actually the connection to all the handstand presses or headstand presses, all the presses, all the strongholds, the mobile core and the mobile feet. It goes through the strength and the connection between these two parts. So once you're ready, we start laying down on our back today, and we find a nice ground, feeling comfortable, and we lift both feet up, the feet together. Now we open them to the side, and then we bring them down again. Side, up, side, up, side, up. 4, 6 more. When you go side, open as much as you can, but don't injure yourself. For 3, for 2, for 1. Very nice. Now down. 1, 2, just a couple of centimeters before the ground, I stop. 4, 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Now pull your knees to your chest a little bit. Nice. Rest. Put the soles of your feet down. Lift the hip up for half bridge. Push the hip all the way and wait here for 5, 4, 2, 1. Lower the hip down. Lift the feet up, and this time we open them to the side. We bring them down to the center and we lift them up. Side, down to the center, lift them up. Side, down to the center, lift them up. 7 more. Up, side, down, up. Side, down, up. Side, down. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hip up. Place the soles of your feet down. Lift the hip up to half bridge. Send the hands back or to the sides if you like. Giving some nice push and opening where we are contracting a lot. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hip down, send the feet up again. This time we lower the foot down, we open them to the side, and we bring them up. Down, side, up. Down, side, up. 7 more. Up. 6 more. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower them down and send the hip all the way up to your half bridge, giving some more relaxation to the hip. You can support always your back, but you can always keep it here without the support, more contracting and using your own power. And then gently release down. Now we go the last 2 movements as a 1 set, 10 times each. Stay with me. It's going to be a tough one, but we do it. Send the feet up. We start with the side. Side, middle, up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the other way around. Feet down. Last 10. Up, down, side, up. 8. You can do it. 7. Stick with us. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Send the feet back. Halasana. Roll the knees towards the ears as much as you can. Inhale and exhale. And then roll forward. Come to seated position. And from here, push the feet down and pull the knees back in between your hands and lower down. In a seated position, placing your hands back and then giving some nice opening to the place that we've been working very hard, and then coming back to center. Now we're going to start with single leg Lola asanas, and then we're going to go, let's see where. So first, come on top of your foot, pull the knees to your chest and lift the left leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the left foot down, knees down, sit on top of the heels, place the hands back, lift the knees off the ground, pull them to your chest, lift the right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower all the way down. Now lean a little bit backwards, create this opening to the front side, and then coming back. Now we hold on in Lola asana. If you cannot hold on in Lola asana, try to be as light as you can on top of the toes, or stick with only single leg. But even you're doing with a single leg, try to be light as the leg that is on the ground, okay? So now, all together. First, we lift the knees off the ground, and then we lift the foot for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And then send the feet back. If you can come all the way to the old elbows, come all the way to the elbows and create space in where we've been working a lot, and then coming back again for one more set. Reach your shoulders forward as much as you can so you can hold quite strong position here. And if you are having any difficulties, you can use blocks underneath your hands, so it's easier to lift the foot off the ground, but it has no difference than pulling the knees to the chest. So pull the knees to the chest as much as you can. One more time. Lift the knees off and pull the knees and lift the foot for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, and then send the feet back, hands back again. Open the chest as much as you can. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. And then relax and sit on your hip again. And then open your feet to the sides. So now from here, we lower the hands down. What we're gonna do is, if you can move forward, if you are here, that you can be able to move forward, perfect, move forward. If you are already here also, what you're doing, coming forward with your hands as much as you can and forcing this to get the chest forward and to send the hip backwards. If you already did that, here we are, reaching forward with the chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Now hands are here, lifting the legs up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. After we lower down, either with your hands or without. If it's without, tapping the floor. 1. Tapping the floor. 2. Tapping the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Lifting up, again hands down. You can come on top of the fingertips, or you can place the hands fully to the ground, lifting the feet up. 4, 5. Keep the chest lifted. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And then now again, without the hands, we go down. 4, 10, 4, 9, 4, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming back to center. This time we don't leave the both legs, we come only to the left side. So in left side we have a couple of variations. First we start hands closer to the leg, closer to the quads. It's a little bit below the knees. And from here, we point the left foot and we lift the left foot up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We release it down and we reach forward towards the left leg, keeping it point. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, go to the right leg, point the right foot, place the hands a little bit lower than your knee. For 10, lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, and then on top of the right foot, keeping the right foot still, point for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up, coming to the left leg. This time my hands will be closer to my knee, at the same level as my knee. And again, the chest is forward. I'm not lowering it down here like this, keeping my chest as straight as it can, pointing my left foot for 10. Start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release towards the left foot. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lift up, coming to the right knee, placing the hands, activate the right foot as much as you can, and we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down, and then lower all the way towards the right foot for 10, 9, 7, 6, lifting up, coming to straight, getting just a little bit more difficult. If you are struggling with the knees, or if you are already here, stay here. You don't go all the way further. But if you want to take it one more step further, a little bit more forward than your knees you place, you keep your chest, and we start with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Release on top of the foot. One more deep breath. Gently lifting up, turning, coming to the right leg, little bit more further than the knee. Activate the right foot, keep the chest straight, and start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release all the way down to the foot. 4, free breath. Last one. And gently coming back to center. Now we're gonna press the hands as one hand being closer, right hand being inside the thighs, and the left hand being the outer side of the left hip. And from here we're going to push the ground and pull the hip up and down. 4, 9 more. Up, down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and lower down on top of the left foot for 3. Lifting up, coming back to the right side, placing hands, this time left hand inside, right hand outside for 10 times. We lift and down, lift and down, lift, down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And then we release on top of the right leg. 4, 5, 3, sorry, we put 2 more here. Last breath. And gently lifting up. Now we're gonna hold. Either you can hold the heels down, or you hold with me the heels up, activating all the core, pulling it in, activating the foot as well, and staying here. Maybe we try together. Place your right hand in, left hand in. First, pull the belly in, pull the hip up, and then activate the foot and lift them up as well. And then release. We're gonna hold this for 10 seconds and we're gonna release. Nothing else. If you cannot lift both of the feet down, lift only the left foot up now. If you cannot lift both of the foot up, lift only the left side now. Let's go together. Push the hip up and lift the left foot or both for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release to the center all the way for 3, 2. Even when I'm in here releasing, I kind of keep my foot point or flex, actively stretching. Helps a lot with these movements and the mobility. Perfect that if you are flexible, but without the strength and the mobility, flexibility is not that useful. It's even sometimes a disadvantage. So we try to keep it strong. We try to keep it compact but loose, compact but stretch, compact but flexible. That's perfect. That's what we call mobility. Now we go to the other side, placing the left hand down, the right outside. We're gonna lift the hip. If you can only lift the right leg, lift the right leg. If you can lift the both feet, go on. Let's go together. Lift the hip up, feet up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release to the center for free breath. 2, 1, and gently lifting up. And now we're taking hands into the center and we're going to lift the hip up, hold for 10 seconds. So I'm leaning a little bit forward, I'm lifting the hip up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down and maybe even the hands up, and even here push the hip up, giving some nice contra push with the feet, with the hips, and then gently release down. Now we're gonna try something and then we're gonna move on to the next. And here now place your hands behind your hip and lift the hip up here, but try to pull your belly in while lifting the hip up. It's like this one, we open the chest. I want you to not to open it, but pull your hip in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now we're going to do something and then we're gonna come back here. So close both of the feet, bring your hands next to your hip, place both of your soles of your feet down. We're going to push the hip up, and then we're going to take the hip in all the way inside, and maybe here again push the hip up, and then if you can come, maybe you can come here and lifting the heels up, placing them down, pushing them up, hip up, bring it back, lift the heels up, press them down, push the hip up, get the hip back, lift the feet up. Last 6, down, hip, feet up, feet down, hip up, hip down, feet up, feet down, hip up, hip down, feet up. Last 3, hip up, hip down, feet up. Last 2, hip down, hip up, hip down, feet up. Last one, hip up, hip down, feet up. Come to reverse table one more time, hip up, stay here for 10, push the hip up, 9, 8, 6, 5, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hip down and then release the hands. Shake the hands a little bit and shoulders as well. Oh, shoulders are also feeling quite strong in this movement. And now we have one more movement to try. So now we tried the feet, the hip inside, the hands outside. Now we try hands inside. In this one we lean forward like we did before, and then we activate all the core, activate all the legs like we did all the other versions. I'm showing it once. I place my hands in, I lean little forward, lift my hip, and then my foot up as well. And then we lower down. We hold for 10 and we hold for 10 for 3 times. And then we are going into more soft parts. So this is the last part that you need to give all your strength. Now for first one, place the hands, lift the hip and the feet 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down all the way, chest down for 3 breaths. 2, 1, lifting the chest, placing the hands, reaching forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower down and then forward again for 3, 2, 1. And then lifting up. Last one, guys. Let's do it. Place the hands. Lift the hip. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Down. This time we are here for 5 deep breaths. 4, 3, last one. Gently we rise up and then we bring the knees, if it's possible, forward, and then from here we go left foot forward for the pigeon pose. Place in your pigeon, bring the right knee back. First find this upright position here. The back leg behind is struggling a lot more than the front today because we worked all the front, all the thighs, all the quads. So keep it here for 10. We're not going down today. We're rather keeping it here. And maybe if possible, lifting the chest a little bit more up, leaning back, creating more space. If you want to twist, also placing your right hand to the right knee and grabbing the leg behind. And with this right hand, I'm pushing myself back. And with this right hand, I'm pulling myself towards back. 4, 5 more. 4, gently coming back to center, changing the leg, getting the right to the front, sinking in, finding an upright position. 4, 5. For 10 we're gonna stay, but for 5 we stay, and in the second 5, if we want to do the twist, we can go to the twist. 4, last 5. Now placing your left hand towards the right knee and then right hand behind, pulling you towards the back, lifting the chest up. 4, 5 more. 3, last breath. And then gently coming back to center, coming to where we start here. No, we didn't start here. To hero, where we went at one point of our practice. And then from here, first place your hands and then lower your elbows down. And then from here, you can stay here. If you want to go a little bit more deeper, you can come on top of your shoulders, giving some nice open to the front side, which we worked on today a lot. For 8 breaths. You can always stay in these asanas longer if you wish, depending how much you like to stay here. It's always nice to stay longer in the positions, giving more space, more stretching to your ligaments, to your tendons, to your less plastic matters, structures within the body, and gently saving your feet from your bottom, and then bring the soles of your feet together, spreading the knees to the side. And here you can stay as much as you like. You can make some weight to your knees with your hands to open your knees, your thighs a little bit more. And as I said, you are free to stay here as much as you want. And once you feel the comfort, the fulfillment of the practice and your movement, you can find your stillness for a couple of breaths here in Shavasana, or you can try to go into any meditative state with any still seated or laid down position as how you wish. Or if this flow was here to inspire you, just keep going on your practice. Thank you for flowing with me again today. Hope to see you in other sessions. Namaste.